Hi, in this brief video we want to talk about the great prophet of Israel, that is during the days of the judges, that is the prophet Samuel, the last of the judges, Samuel. Now after Samuel, Saul was elected king of Israel, of Haaretz Israel. He was anointed king. He was a type of Messiah. Now it came to pass, now this is 1 Samuel chapter 8. Right. Now it came to pass when Samuel, the prophet and the last of the judges, was old, and he made his sons judges over Israel. The name of the firstborn was Joel, and the name of the second was Abiyah. And they were judges in Beersheba. Now, but his sons did not walk in his ways. They turned aside after dishonest gain. They took bribes, and they perverted justice. When all the elders of Israel gathered together and came to Samuel at Ramah, and said to him, "Look, you are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now make for us a king to judge us like all the nations." But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, "Give us a king to judge us." So Samuel prayed to the Lord, and the Lord said to Samuel, so either Adonai, Hashem Adonai talks to the prophet Samuel directly, or there's a sort of angel, a sort of intermediate between Adonai, Hashem Adonai, and the prophet Samuel. And the Lord said to Samuel, "Heed the voice of the people in all that they say to you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them, according to all the works which they have done since the day I brought them out of Egypt, even to this day, with which they have forsaken me and served other gods, so they are doing to you also. Now therefore heed their voice. However, you shall solemnly forewarn them and show them the behaviour of the king who will reign over them." So the Lord, Adonai, Hashem Adonai, or the angel of the Lord, tells Samuel to talk about a sort of democracy. Because the judges, starting from Yeshuach ben Nun, who invaded and conquered the land of Canaan after the death of Moshe Rabbeinu, so that was a form of democracy. Now, and from Saul onwards until the Assyrian conquest, it was a monarchy. Now, so Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who asked him for a king, and he said, "This will be the behavior of the king who will reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for his own chariots and to be his horsemen, and some will run before his chariots. He will appoint captains over his thousands and captains over his 50s, and will set some to blow his ground and reap his harvest, and some to make his weapons of war and equipment for his chariots. He will take down your daughters to be perfumers, cooks, and bakers, and he will take the best, your fields, your vineyards, and your olive groves, and give them to his servants. He will take a tenth of your grain and your vintage and give it to his officers and his servants. He will take your manservants and your maidservants and your finest young men and your donkeys and put them to his work. He will take a tenth of your sheep, and you will be his servants. And you will cry out that in that day because of your king who you have chosen for yourselves, and the Lord will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel and said to him, No, but we will have a king over us, that we may also be like the other nations, and that our king may judge us and go out before us and fight our battles. And Samuel heard all the words of the people and repeated them in the hearing of the Lord. So the Lord said to Samuel, Heed their voice and make them a king. And Samuel said to the men of Israel, Every man go to his city. And so Samuel takes over in chapter 9 of 1 Samuel. And so the reason why I took this extract from the Bible, 1 Samuel, is because it's to show that Israel had a sort of democracy from Yeshua ben Nun, the successor of Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, up to the death of up until Samuel, the last days of Samuel, when he was an old man. Right, and his sons sinned. Joel and Abijah sinned, and so they brought a king, Saul. And of course Saul was rather wicked, and then David took over, and then his son Solomon. And we'll talk about that in another video, which I will release in a couple of days. Well, thanks.